Welcome, 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 trivalent beings of spirit, mind, and body. Time for the Ask Doc Alkebulanese Solution Show, sponsored by Prometheus Reborn Universal Foundation, also known as Proof. Its mission is to spread the trivalent understanding noetics, featuring stand-up philosophy that includes anthropology, psychology, biology, metaphysics, medicine, psychodrama, comedy, and music through a genre called edutainment, educating while entertaining, coined by KRS-One. The host of this wonderful show is Dr. Kwaku L. Carlisle Woods, RN, MD, MED-D1, and myself, co-host, Dr. Hamida Rockman Woods, MED, PhD, MED-D2. Aquaba. Well, I have the PH.
I have the M.
We both have D's. That makes us Doc Squared. The title of today's show is The Tools Are.
Yes. Ha ha. Okay, y'all. Before we get to the tools are, we always have to start off with the hip hope trio. Not hop. Hip hope trio. Oh, yeah. And that's KK and the NSET in the corner, but yeah, the trio's sitting right there and we look good. Hot dog, I love the outfits. We're getting ready to head out to Columbus. We got people from all over the planet that's coming in another few months so that we're going to be giving an introduction to the trivalent understanding noetics. We'll also be doing some really good stuff in the Philippines in general. Our representatives there are putting together some wonderful programming for us to edutain the world. Speaking of edutaining the world.
My husband mentioned Columbus. Would you put up the next flyer?
Wow, okay. This is where I was just going. This is the new trip, Advira. This is for all of the people who want to go to Ghana, to the homeland that is waiting for us to return to.
Actually, this is the Columbus event, like my husband said, September the 4th through the 7th. And those for 2026, for those who attend, they will be given a presentation about the Ghana tour that will be in December.
Absolutely. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we're going to be there performing. The Hip Hop Trio is going to be there giving some edutainment to everybody who comes. Aha. Now, one other thing, y'all. Please, show me on the screen. I'm supposed to have a little red sticker right here on my chest that says, I voted today. Because I and my wife went and voted yesterday. Virginia did the wonderful thing in passing their resolution to bring Democrats more representative seats. And everybody who is anybody needs to go vote to get these Republicans out of power. We are having a president with the lowest rating of any president in history because he's getting us into silly losses of resources that have no reason, but are taking away resources from our children, our elderly, our sick, our veterans.
If need be, you can vote early. Let's see that flyer.
Yes,
early voting.
Early voting. Come on
yesterday.
Now. That was us. That was us there doing it. We voted. Notice I'm wearing the same jacket. I didn't notice that. But yes, we went and did it. This is for the May 6th primary special election. We voted, and we voted long, hard, and extensive. They had 2 whole voting sheets, front and back,
Yeah.
that we had to go vote there on. Okay, and now back to us in real life. Last week, I gave one of the best shows I have ever been a part of. And I loved it, but everybody else did too. And I said last week that this week, we're going to be giving you some of the tools that we use to change humanity. And that's what this show is about. The tools of the trivalent understanding noetics, tunes, allow you to control your mind and body by controlling the images from your spirit and the resulting reflection from your mind and body. First, I got to reiterate that this is how humanity functions, and for some strange reason, nobody came up with it before I did. That's why I was nominated for the $10 million prize in innovation called the X Prize, and that's why the X Prize wanted me to go to the United Nations Incentive Innovation Conference at UN headquarters in New York and tell the world about how humanity functions. Your spirit enables, your spirit protects, and your spirit visualizes or imagines. These images that your spirit comes up with, it sends to your mind. Your mind goes through its history, its reasoning, and all of its other techniques to come up with a meaning for this image that the spirit has sent to it.
Imagine that.
It takes that meaning, wow, and sends it to your body. It sends the meaning and results of that image evaluation to your body. Your body now has to make a choice. Do I have to run, eat, sleep, find some water, find some warmth, find some companionship? What is the image telling me is the situation that my body needs to conform to? What does your body need to do to respond to the images from your spirit? That's how humanity functions, and how your trivalency, spirit, mind, and body, controls your being. So,
Imagine that.
what if you're feeling sad, depressed, vulnerable, anxious? That's when you need to change the images your spirit is sending to your mind. And that's what the tools of the trivalent understanding noetics tune are for. They provide alternative images that enable, uplift, and release individuals from uncomfortable, disabling images and situations. And the tools of the trivalent understanding noetics are,
Imagine that.
number one, the affirmations of the wounded soul. Number two, vector augmentation. Number three, breath control and understanding. And I want to tell you that I'm going through the list, where I'm going to come back to each one of these and give you a little brief statement on what the hell I'm talking about. Number four, face up exercises. Number five, oh, this is one of my favorites, Avancera and meta statements. Wow, we just started this in the last, 6 months? And it has made such a difference. Number six, ancestral regression. Number seven, transcendental meditation. Number eight, deep vision. And number nine, the blessings of slavery. Now, these techniques all focus on your spirit's ability to visualize and imagine. That's the major property your spirit has. And we got a song by a young lady. I'm still trying to get her name together, but she was referred to us by Tina Michelle out there in Arizona. But this young lady sang this song accompanied by Humble G, the fiddler, global entertainment artist. He's put a violin piece to this thing that she calls Imagine. Listen to this.
Imagine if we can be in love and harmony, change the world from me to we, fly across the desert sea. Imagine if we could show the world that we know that we can overcome with the power of one. Every boy and every girl, goes across the world, together all in love. We can make a difference, and it's all because love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Yeah. Imagine this. Imagine a world full of compassion, where your words turn into action. School of harmony, love is present, hate is absent. We are the world, the words of the late Mike Jackson. Gotta get the picture while life's passing by. From the ground to the sky, it seems like a beauty pageant. The streets is the runway, and you're the models. Imagine this, Woodstock, turn this into their motto. Once you make a stand, then others will follow. From the seeds you plant, the flowers will blossom. Racism, two can play that game, but together we can make that change. And forever, just erase that pain, erase that shame. See how much unity we gain. I'm just trying to make it plain, so we can see the sunshine after the rain. Let's ride. Joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Every boy and every girl, goes across the world, together all in love. We can make a difference, and it's all because love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this. Love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this. Love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. We need love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine this.
One more. Love, joy, happiness. That's what we gotta get. Imagine this. Imagine this. Oh, yeah. We're trying to get you to focus on your ability to visualize. Imagine. Aspect of your spirit. We have been looking inside the mind for an engram, something that visualizes, for going on 3 decades. Haven't found it because it doesn't exist in your mind. It's part of the properties of your spirit. Now, imagine a brief but enlightening glimpse of these spiritual factors that outline the basis of a trivalent education. That is what we are presenting to you now.
Ashe.
These are the tools of the trivalent understanding noetics.
Would you put number 7 back up again, please?
These tools start with the affirmations of the wounded soul. Now, the affirmation of the wounded soul, believe it or not, these are specific visualizations that counters the effects of fear, hate, guilt, shame, anxiety, or other disabling emotional sequence. Now, believe it or not, these are specific antidotes for fear. The antidote for fear is agape. The antidote for hate is filial. Guilt, shame is antidoted by faith and grace. All of them decrease anxieties because these are images that you put into your spirit, and these affect how your mind functions. We got another little example that I want to give y'all. We normally don't do it like this, but the order of what we're discussing states that we have to. Believe it or not, we got to play you another song. We got to play you another song right now because we have taken one of the affirmations of the wounded soul and made a song out of it. Now, it primarily, all of the affirmations use forms of something that we have misused, mislabeled, and misappropriated. Is called love. Now, believe it or not, there are at least 5 different types of love that I am aware of. Agape is one. It's the love of mother for a father. I'm sorry, mother for children. Filial, it's a love between siblings, brothers and sisters, and other family members. Paternus, the love that you have for a father or father figure. Romantic. And here is one, romantic is the one that is on the songs and stuff. One that is not talked about at all is the love of a child for other children who are not family related. All of these are forms of the use of love, a specific image that depicts love. But you'll be able to get at least some of that from this song by Global Entertainment featuring Humble G the Fiddler, OG Shankster, Mixed Beats, and Doc Wood. And my wife and my youngest child.
Background singers.
Who all, yeah, they're the female voices. Check this out, y'all. Stop the hate.
Hate is a flame that consumes my humanity and the humanity of anyone I direct hate at. Hate is a twisted lens that warps all reality.
I will extinguish the fires of hate with the cooling, soothing waters of filial love.
Filial love is brotherly love. It is the love that exists when you realize that you're related to another through a permanent, unbreakable bond, through a stronger, larger, more important group. Family, gang, culture, race, as a sample of humanity, or as an example of life itself. We are all related.
Yeah. Humble G the Fiddler. And we gon' stop the hate. Yeah. 1, 2, look, it's time to man up, stand up, face up, hands up. Misleading all the children with your fears, we understand, bruh. Society made you this way, that's how you shift the blame, huh? I get it, it's probably just the way that you was raised up. But this time is different, time to give that grace up to yourself for the most high and be the one to spread love. An example for the next generation, that's what you also stop all the hate. Cause it's time for us to play our part. What part? They ask every time the feeling hit the stage. So you know my step, I'm always promoting that stop the hate. Stop the hate, no procrastination, no debating. That's how I'm feeling, so listen, pay attention. No, I ain't preaching. Education got me on them teachings, got me on them healing. Enabling every last one of my siblings. We all from God, it's time to build so we can beat the odds. Start the love, stop the hate so we can rise above.
It can kill your body and soul. It can turn your heart to cold. Everything you go through, yo, you must grow. So you'll be able to stop the hate and make the world a better place for all the future rays. Did you know that you can start today? Stop the hate.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. Like Black Eyed Peas said, boy, I got a feeling that the world needs a lyrical spiritual healing for the people to love and not hate it or fear it. Now please bless me with the talents to reach the spirit, so I can penetrate the mind and all its egotistics. They help me listen more and I only just hear it, cause I know we all equal and we'll all inherit all the blessings of life if we only live it. Let's fill up the world with some better places. Might as well get it in for the future races. Wouldn't it feel so good being a generation to inspire peace upon the future nations? Imagine eliminating all the petty hatred and getting back to the basics, yeah, where the faith is. But first, stop the hate.
It can kill your body and soul. It can turn your heart to cold. Everything you go through, yo, you must grow. So you'll be able to stop the hate and make the world a better place for all the future rays. Did you know that you can start today?
Well, let me holler at my third eye world close with precision and painting perfect pictures to new dimensions in your lenses so everybody can see the vision. Pay close attention to verbal conversations that's getting heated all across the nation. We got the power to focus on a decision, spoken through politicians, speaking out loud throughout the competition. The world been ready for change, ain't no escape from the stain, left from the shackles and chains that they forgot to mention. We overcame every obstacle that was laid, prophesied through the greater documentation of our Dr. King. He had a dream that we all came to the boat. Up in 40 years since the start. I think it's time to let your voices ring. Pick up your voice and let freedom ring through the notes. Everybody can vote and take a stand on what we all believe. The time has come to be brave, stand by the king, it is great. Embrace the road that was paved and let your conscience breathe. Although the man gave his life just like our Lord Jesus Christ, all to be bought with a price they didn't have to pay. The crucifixion with death tied in submission, the world still wouldn't listen, and you wonder why we need to pray. Kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Stop the hate.
Wow.
Yes.
Stop the hate. You got a brother or a sister? All our audience out there? Think about it. They ever piss you off? I'm sure they have. Did you ever hate them? I guarantee you didn't. Because they were family members. Hate disappears when you consider everybody a family member. And we are all family members. We are part of what's called the human family. Okay, that's affirmation of the wounded soul, the first of the tools. The second tool is vector augmentation. Oh my God. Vector augmentation changes gravitational fatigue that we consider to be normal or necessary. It can eliminate poor circulation, but more importantly, slows the aging process and gives you more energy. Everybody talks about me and my wife always running all over Easter blip. And one of the major reasons we can do that is because we use a technique called vector augmentation. And it will change how you function from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet in approximately 133 seconds. We demonstrated this at our 20th book exposition down at the library, Blessing of Slavery. We had about 4 or 5 people who all said, okay, you say you can change how I function, let me see it. And each and every one of them, after about 2 minutes, said, yeah, I'm totally different. Yeah, you are. You feel you are totally different. And if you continue the vectoring augmentation schedule that we set you on, you will be that different, that more energized, that more focused for the rest of your existence. Okay, that's vector augmentation. Next is breath control and understanding. You breathe all the time you are alive. One of the ways we know nobody is no longer alive, they stop breathing. But everything in this reality that is alive takes something in and pushes something else out. Which is more, they inhale, exhale, in, out. We start our understanding of breathing with a simple question. Which is more important? Inhale or exhale? Is it more important to take air in? Is it more important to push waste out? We start there and we move up. Next tool, face-up exercises. Now, I want everybody out there to answer this question for themselves. When was the last time you did exercises for your face? No. I'm not talking about the everyday expressions that you go through. I'm talking about a specific formal workout for each of the major muscle sets that make up your face. When has the last time you did that? The answer is never. Now, look at my face. Mick, can I get the other camera just for a second? Yeah, that's the one. Look at my face. 76? That's how old I am. Look 76? Imagine that my white beard was not white. Imagine that I dyed it black. What would my face age be? 76? Nobody says this is a 76-year-old face. And the major reason is because we do face-up exercises. Next one, the next tool, oh my goodness, this is the real killer here, y'all. The next tool is Avancera and meta statements. Woo! Avancera is a brand new concept of time. Preparation, implementation of the changes and improvements you want in you. What do you want to change in your own understanding? Believe it or not, it is a new use of your daily habits that you control, visualize, and declare. Most of these tools are very, very useful in the time that you are presented with that is called Avancera. We use face up, we use affirmation of the wounded soul, we use all sorts of exercises in the time that is designated as Avancera. But more importantly, it sets up your day, it sets up your life, and it sets up your existence here on a higher, more enabling plane. Okay, next one. The next tool is ancestor regression. Okay, here we go. We are here and now because of those who came before us. But often the communication and even the memory of those who came before us fade away. Through a traditional Akan ceremony, we transgress you back through childhood, through the lives and times of those who came before you, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and you actually experience their existence. Think Black Panther, T'Challa. The movie Black Panther, when T'Challa went to visit his deceased father. It's sort of like that, but it's even more different. Let me tell you about Pooh. Poohing is the editor of the Erie Chinese Journal. And Pooh has been one of my students, for about 10, 15 years. When she first was a student, she came and she went through all of these tools, just like everybody else. We got ready to go up for ancestor regression, and she made the statement that she really wanted to try to see her grandmother. Her mother's mother, she had never met, never seen a picture of, knew absolutely nothing about. We took her through ancestor regression, and when she left ancestor regression, she was in tears, overjoyed, and just amazed. She came downstairs, sat on the couch, and told us all about her grandmother. What she looked like, what she was wearing, what she said to her, and everything. And she has never been the same since. Okay, next. The next tool is transcendental meditation. Let me tell you first what it is not. Transcendental meditation is not staring at a candle flame, listening to soft music, relaxing your mind and clearing your thoughts. No. It's none of that. I will present the Freudian makeup of conscious, preconscious, and subconscious, and we will discuss methods of consciously traveling from level to level by use of an external mechanism called a mantra. Now, a mantra is defined as a word that has no meaning for the practitioner or the meditator, but first I got to give you a personal insight. I am in nursing school, St. Louis Peninsula School of Nursing. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it isn't. I finished nursing school. I am still living in the nurse's dorm, but I finished nursing school. I'm working in Homer G. Phillips Hospital emergency room, where I've worked for the last since I was my second year in nursing school. I have just got off. I'm working the 11/7, so it's that morning. I just get off. I go around to clean out my car, and I'm thinking wrongly that I need to get a bachelor's degree in something in order to apply to medical school. That's not true, but that's what I believe. I am working 11 to 7, 5 days a week. I have a band called Jaban that's touring all over the Midwest, and we're opening up for Snoop Dogg and Righteous Funk and a whole bunch of other folks. And we rehearse twice a week. So I'm going to need a lot of focus. I'm going to need a lot of energy. I'm going to need a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really have right now. And I'm thinking that as I go to clean out my car. And while cleaning out my car, I see a newspaper from one of the suburbs of St. Louis called Clayton. And there on the front page, they're advertising transcendental meditation. And it says, need more focus? Need more energy? Yeah, I do. Come to the pre-meditation introduction and it gives you the address and time stuff. And to make this long story very short, I go and I listen to everything that the guy is saying. And then I go and I pay the $112 and some odd cent that they charge to learn transcendental meditation. And as soon as I meditate, I took off like a rocket. I did not sleep for 2 days after the first time that I meditated. I had so damn much energy and no desire to sleep. Okay, so I now feel I am ready to go to college to get a bachelor's degree so I can go to medical school. And the college I'm going to go to, I had already decided, is Webster College. It's now Webster University. Why? Because that's where all the art students go. And I'm a musician. I've been a musician since I was 8 years old. Webster has a theater called the Loretto Hilton Theater. And this was donated by Conrad Hilton, Paris Hilton's grandfather and the guy who set up all the Hilton hotels. It's a showcase that brings people from New York and California every year at their showtime. And anybody who wants to be in movies or plays or direct or camera work or anything like that, singing, artists, everybody knows that's where you need to go. You need to go to Webster because people from New York and California will be there to see you. So I'm very, 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 very familiar with this because all my friends are artists. And all my friends have been artists since I was 8 years old. I go out to Webster and I enroll in their science department. And I'm so happy because I'm talking to all of my friends in the line that's to go to the arts department. And it's a line that goes all the way around the school, all the way down the sidewalk, and back into the next block. The line for people in the science department, 8 people. And I was about number 5. So I'm looking at all my friends and waving and saying hi, and people are talking to me and carrying on, and I'm so happy to be in the little short line. Till I get up to the guy who's in front of me. He sits down and this woman starts asking him questions. And just when she does, this little short guy with golden hair, no hair in the middle, and he's got, believe it or not, a beard very much like this, except it's a golden color. And his skin is kind of golden too. It's not regular pink. He leans down and talks to her and she nods her head and then he leaves and she goes back to answering the guy. And he's asking about their classes and she's asking about him and so forth and so on. And they finish and he stands up and they shake hands and he leaves and she leaves. And I said, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? I'm next. And then the golden hair guy comes over, grabs my folder and says, have a seat, sir, I'll take care of you. I said, oh, okay. And I sit down and we talk. We talk about what I want to do. I want to go to medical school. I want to get a double major at Webster in biology and psychology. And he says, well, you work in the emergency room? He's looking at my sheet that I filled out about my information. I think I've seen you on television. And yeah, I've been on television about maybe 5 or 10 times because things happen in the emergency room and newspapers come down and they talk to me. He said, you got a band too and you're a musician? And how you going to be doing all of this and take a double major? He said, I thought the exact same thing. And I went and I learned transcendental meditation. This gave me so much focus and so much energy. And he said, you learned transcendental meditation, huh? I said, yeah, I did. He said, they give you a mantra? Now, again, a mantra is a word that has no meaning for the person that is using it to navigate the different levels of their consciousness. That is transcendental meditation. You transcend from your conscious level through your preconscious into your unconscious. The mantra cannot have any meaning for you whatsoever, and you can't have it can't be a word that you give yourself, and generally it's in a foreign language. I was surprised that he knew that transcendental meditation used a mantra. He said, they did give you a mantra? Let me see if I can guess what it is. And he took my card and looked at it again and then turned it over on the back and wrote and passed across the table to me. I picked up the card. Ah! This fucking got my mantra down here! How the hell do you know my mantra?
Greetings, David.
David! Ha ha! David Apia Awusu in Ghana. Greetings, Dave. Okay, this gentleman who knew my mantra. I did not recognize or realize that when Maharishi Mahesh Yogi brought transcendental meditation to America with the Beatles, our government did not trust him at all. And our government hired 5 different scientists from some of the top universities and institutions in America to investigate transcendental meditation. One of the people they hired was head of the physics department at Washington University in St. Louis. I did not know that the same guy who was head of the physics department at Washington University in St. Louis was head of the whole science department at Webster University, and that's who I was talking to, Dr. Alexander Calandra. I told you I'm strange, and strange things like that happen to me. Dr. Calandra became my advisor. He became my mentor. He and I went together on several different publications that we made together. Several papers we wrote, at least 2, we wrote together. And he was one of my referrals to medical school. He said he referred me to every medical school and one of my supporters, and I got accepted into medical school at Harvard, at Loma Linda in California, WashU right there in St. Louis. I could have went there because he recommended me to them too. But Roots had just came on television, and I also got accepted at Kentucky. That's where my father was from, a place called Grand Rivers, Kentucky. And because all of them accepted me, I went to University of Kentucky. But all of them accepted me, at least in part, because Dr. Calandra recommended me to all of them and said, every school on this planet needs to admit me. That was how I got into transcendental meditation, and he and I went through understanding after understanding after understanding about how the mind and spirit coordinate your being. This is what led to me writing a paper at my senior year in medical school that was recommended by the National Medical Association as Paper of the Year in 1983, I want to say. It's either 2 or 3. But that's transcendental meditation and my initial exposure to it. Let's go on. We only got two more tools for this. And these are tools, as my wife made me aware of, these are tools of the first section of the trivalent understanding noetics. There are 3 sections. These are all tools in the first section. And these not only get you started, they get you grounded and get a foundation for your being.
And we want to thank Willpower for following us.
Yes, Willpower.
Yes.
How you go now?
Very unique.
Absolutely, 3 minutes ago. Okay, deep vision. Now, did you know that your eyes are controlled by 3 sets of muscles in different parts of your eye that you are never taught to exercise? External and internal oblique, the rectus, interior and external rectus, and the ciliary muscles that control your iris size. Those are the 3 muscle groups that control your vision that you have never been taught to exercise. That's why as you get older, those muscles get weaker and your vision gets worse. We teach you specific exercises for those 3 sets of muscles. Notice that my wife and I, neither one of us have glasses. Because we don't need them. I used to before I started using deep vision. Now I don't. And nobody else does neither. All they have to do is exercise the muscles that control their vision. But you're never taught to do that. The last one is, believe it or not, the book I wrote. I wrote an edutainment novel with the title, The Blessings of Slavery, many years ago. But only in this year, only in 2026, have I listened to a group called Dark Faith on YouTube, and I finally understood and projected the image of those blessings onto myself. I will now present a sample of those many accomplishments that we take for more than granted. We see miracles as normal because everybody in our culture has these same abilities and characteristics that are unmistakable and undeniable. Not just rare, but unheard of, ever, by anyone. One of the reasons that pink people want segregation is so they don't have to see all the things we do every day that none of them can do. And they have been asking us for about 400 years. How y'all do that? How y'all do that? How you sing like that? How you dance like that? How you come up with songs like that? How you make clothes like that? How you cook food like that? How you? Because none of them have ever done any of the stuff that we do every day. Okay. This was Dark Faith was on YouTube, and they had one video, 7 principles. This is last week's class. I went through all 7. Today, I'm not. Today, I'm only going to go through the top 3.
Imagine that.
Alkebulanese, not in Alkebulan. These are the blessings that they say we have. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Okay. We absorb light, the melanin in our skin, in our minds, in our muscles. Absorb light like no other substance on earth, natural or human-made. Also, the melanin in your skin and brains respond not just to electromagnetic energy, radiation from the sun and ultraviolet radiation from just about everybody. We turn that into heat. We also transmit and respond to sound. the human voice, and especially the bass registers of music. That's why we respond to the bass of every song we have ever heard. That's why when we hear any song, we get to moving, because the melanin in our muscles are responding to the sound. I never knew that until I read that from them and saw it on their advertisement, and then did the research myself. Melanin is found in your brain in two specific places, the substantia nigra and the, what's the other one? I can't think of the other one right now.
Hey, Doc.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we got a new subscriber y'all mentioned earlier. His name is Paul Artemis.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Yes, sir.
I sent out this video on Facebook Messenger. He's been messaging me. I just want to shout him out. Thank you, Paul. He says, he said, I subscribed to your show. The first one you sent me was pretty neat. I followed your channel, and it says he says it's rather enlightening. So many people are closed-minded and live in their bubble, but society pounds so much into us, it's hard to break the cycle.
Absolutely. And the reason society pounds so much into us is because they are frightened as hell of us discovering who, what, and whose we are. They think that once we realize that we are the descendants of the chosen of God, that we're going to do some things to them like they did to us during slavery. Excuse me, pink people. We are not pink people. We are ultra hybrids made by God. Woo woo! It's also in the building! You go woo woo!
Greetings, woo woo.
Yeah, y'all. Straight up. Love it.
Hey, Doc.
Uh-huh.
Artemis also said, I said, very true. We are doing our part.
Yes.
And he says it's all we can do. Just think, if you open the eyes of three people and they each find another three people, the impact is felt.
Yeah.
Some stuff takes generations to break.
Absolutely. Tell him, for me.
He can hear you if he's listening.
Okay. I was on YouTube, sorry. You go, girl.
That's the guy.
I know. He's different. Woo-woo is different. Woo-woo's a girl. Let me talk to him specifically. It's not taking generations. It's taking this generation. And we are doing it the way God says do it. Go to Deuteronomy.
Woo woo.
There you go. Go to Bible, the Holy Bible. People call it Holy Bible, but you can pronounce it any way you want to. Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and it talks about what's going to happen to the descendants of God's chosen people, which German Y chromosome and mitochondrial DNA have shown and proven is us. We are the descendants of God's chosen. Specifically, Judah. The tribe of Judah and Benjamin, and it's one more that has a short name.
Jacob.
No, not Jacob.
No.
Jacob's their father. That's all right. We're mainly Judah.
Okay.
But they are scared as hell and have been using technique after technique over 400 years. They first took away our names, took away our religion, took away our national origin, took away our ability to read, took away our ability to understand, took away our ability to gather, and even after slavery, all of the black codes of Jim Crow and all the other things, and the stuff they're still doing right now, this second, to try and make sure we don't understand who, what, and whose we are. No, that stops right now. Because in Deuteronomy, after God told Moses what was going to happen to his children, his chosen one, and their descendants. He said, a stranger from across, from the other side of the world is going to come and take them away in ships with chokes of iron around their neck. Their children will be given away. God basically described the Atlantic slave passage and everything that happened thereafter. But God said, that's only going to last for 400 years. And 1619 to 2019 is 400 years. At this time, we are discovering what we are and whose we are. And this is happening all over the planet. Because I'm not just talking about here in America. The same thing's happening in the Caribbean. And the same thing is happening in all of the colonies that Europeans took our ancestors. We are the descendants of the chosen of the Most High.
And that's what that slide 8 is about.
We are going to be doing
8,
what God
not 9. 8 is
said.
the one you put up before.
God, that's it. God said, Moses, when they discover who, whose, and what they are, I want you to teach them a song. That song is going to serve as a guard and a guide. It's a guard against them going to other gods or religions or spiritual means. And it's going to guide them back to me. God knew the importance and the power of music and dictated that we use it. That's why I'm using it to reach more of us. Now, let me go to number 2. Number 2. This is part of the 7 principles that we have that no other people on this planet have. And it says, you survive, we survive what destroys any other population. 1492 to 1600, the indigenous population of North America, and I'm talking about the Arawak, the Taino, Aztec, Inca, Maya, Cherokee, Apache, and hundreds of other nations, decreased by 90 to 95%. There were 60 million when Europeans first got here in 1492. To 1600, in just about 100 years, that 60 million was down to 6 million. Right now, it's down to about 3.5 million. Australia, 1788, the British arrived. The Aborigines originally were 1.9 million. They decreased in just 2 generations from 1.9 million to 90,000. And there are less than that right now. African Atlantic slave trade, 1690 to 1619 to 2019, 400 years. Chattel slavery from 1619 to 1825, and Jim Crow after that, and the correction institution keeping all of our people in there. All of that increased. Now, what these people say was the original and all of the rest of our ancestors that were brought here that survived the Middle Passage, about 400,000 of us were brought here to America. 400,000 over all of that time from 1619 to 1825. Chattel slavery, about 400,000 of our ancestors here. Right now, in America, the Census Department is saying, and they're lying, but the Census Department is saying we are about 47 or 48 million. From 400,000. They're lying. We're more like 65 or 70 million. They have never, nor will they ever, tell us our true number. That would be stupid on their part. You always want to show who you perceive to be your enemy as less than they are. So, everybody else that Europeans took over their place, 90 to 95% decrease, straight down. They almost totally do not exist right now, except us. We are not only all over the planet, we are all over every country they put us in. And we have taken over most of them. According to Dark Faith, we increased from that 400,000 by 12,000%. 12,000% increase. Everybody else decreased by 90 to 95%. We 12,000% increase. Next thing. The third thing out of the 7. We create culture that conquers the entire world. After 400 years of suffering and learning, building from 1619 to 2019, we have created out of that training ground gospel, blues, soul music, jazz, tap dancing, southern cooking, R&B, rock, funk, hip-hop, spoken word, vogue, call and response preaching, or just walking down the street. Remember Spike Lee and Denzel Washington and Malcolm X walking down the street with their zoot suits on, where they were doing this? Okay. Or just cooling it. Or just pimp walking. Again, pink people ask and have been asking for 400 years, how y'all do that? How y'all do that? But go any place on this planet and see who the young of any country are imitating and trying to be. Us. Japan, China, Germany, Austria, any country on this planet. The young of Europeans don't want to be their mothers and fathers. They want to be us. They want to dress like us, they want to talk like us, they want to sing like us, they want to act like us, they want to eat like us, they want to screw like us. We have taken over this planet culturally. And we culturally dictate about $3 trillion in business every year. 3 trillion. That would make us about the 5th largest country on the planet. Okay. All right. I'm not going to go through the next 4, but it's 4 more of those things I want you to go online and find for yourself. Again, you can find it on YouTube, Dark Vision, or whatever the thing.
Dark Faith.
Dark Faith. Dark
Faith.
Faith. Faith. Okay. Go on there and find out for yourself the other 4. We did it last week, And we're probably going to be doing it in the future, but right now we want you to find that thing for yourself so that you cannot be as our ancestors wanted. They just wanted to be free. But when you truly understand and learn who, what, and whose you are not only free. Global's been doing work in corrections departments and prisons. How long, Mick? 20 years?
Or more.
Or more. This gives us something that just being free doesn't hold up to. And we got a song all about that, done by Hen
From
way back when. Miles Alexander Keaton Smith, known as Humble G the Fiddler, and Gene Shakespeare, as they do The Other Side of Freedom.
As I begin my journey home, I travel down this lonely road. And when I think of all I've seen, my spirit starts to bother me. Now I don't know who to try. And when I felt like giving up, the light at the end of the tunnel just gets brighter and brighter. 'Cause I'm free. 'Cause I'm free. Free from oppression. Yeah. You may have my body, but you cannot control my soul. 'Cause I'm free. You can't harm me no more. You must let me go. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Now I'm living for a brighter tomorrow. Yeah. I'm finally free. I'm on my feet to do what I want, to be who I please, and that's to be me. And it's why we're free. Yeah, it's why we're free. Why we're free. Why we're free. Check. I was rolling down the street and I'm hearing no sirens, no hatred, just peace. 'Cause where I'm from, you see, the police beat on the ones that look like me. And now I'm happy to be finally free from this brutality that's put out we. Now we're finally free. Finally. 'Cause I'm free. Free from oppression. Yeah. You may have my body, but you cannot control my soul. 'Cause I'm free. You can't harm me no more. You must let me go. Finally, the day has come. One I've been waiting for. One I've been dreaming about. I'm walking through that open door. I'm starting to smell the fresh air. The leaves blowing in the breeze. I wanna go down and kiss the ground and let them see me on my knees.
And my body feel kinda heavy and my spirit done left this place. Keeping me captive in your prison, you can't take my time and space. Take this journey while while I'm with you. And I promise we gon' fly. Take my hand and stay together, cause we on the other side. Talking the other side of freedom. Can't you hear me when I soar? Got the wind beneath my wings. Now can't you hear me when I roar? Screaming freedom, 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 freedom. That's right, I'm free.
Okay. Your mind is free when your spirit is visualizing reality in an enabling method. Your mind becomes free. Slavery was taking your spirit and putting all of these disabling images into it. So our ancestors' mind was not free. And that specific slavery of mind was what pink people put on our ancestors. That was what they had to go through. God had picked them to do just that and had given them both the skills and the faith to find the oneness of God amongst all the lies that pink people told them about Christianity. Okay, we're finished. This is a breakdown of the trivalent understanding noetics, the tools and the teachings. It is accompanied by music and edutains us all. Yes, tune. Get in touch with us. Again, we can put you in line. We've only had one class in our class, one class of our present class. If you want to get into this section's class, call us. We'll arrange a free preview of all the stuff that they got last Sunday, and then you can come to class with everybody this coming Sunday.
You can call us at 216-375-2742.
Absolutely. And other than that, y'all, we got to tell y'all peace, which stands for proper education always corrects errors. Peace, y'all.
Video. Well, I am tired a little bit differently. I'm dressed as Baba Amwa. If you would like more of your own understanding, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
And go to the sites that we have listed around us. The Most High is good.
And the ancestors are kind.
Thanks
for having us on your minds.
Peace.